Let's finally get around to talking about off-grid living. Obviously, setting up an off-grid system is not a quick task. So this video has actually been a few months in the making since we first found out that our new house was going to have to be off-grid. So this is the solar shed that you saw Ben working on. All of the materials to make this shed were left over from our build and free. This is where we keep our batteries and the setup. And then over here on Ben's sawmill shed is where our solar panel. So a solar setup is fairly expensive, but it's something that we are thankful that you can build onto. So we bought as many batteries as we could afford. The batteries are more expensive, the panels are cheaper, but the batteries is what you want to have a lot of because it stores up the electricity and then you can use more in the winter months. So we bought all the batteries we can afford and we can add on to it eventually as we save more money. We have electricity. Yes, we definitely do. If you walk into our house, you would never assume that we are off-grid. Same light fixtures, same outlets. The house looks the exact same as a normal house. So what is the difference in our day? I have to be a lot more conscious of the power that I am using. So you can't just go and start multiple things at once, like the washing machine and then a dishwasher and then plug in your hair straightener. You can't do that because it's too much of a draw on the system that we do have. I also can't really run appliances that have like immediate power, like a microwave, because that uses up too much, especially in the winter months. In the summer, I have more freedom to use more electricity because the sun is always there. But in the winter, we could go a few days without our solar panels bringing in sunlight to charge the batteries. So I have to be more aware. That's honestly probably the biggest switch for me, is I can't just go about doing all my tasks whenever I want them. There are many extremes of off-grid living. There's people who have so many solar panels and so many batteries that they don't have to be conscious of their power at all. Their house functions totally normal. And then there's people that have no power whatsoever and they're always using generators if they want to run something. And we are kind of in the middle. We bought as many solar panels and as many batteries as we could, but it isn't an incredible amount, so we really do have to be aware of the power that we are using. Won't be using any of his power tools running off of our system. He would have to use a generator because the amount of batteries that we do have, the power we have saved up needs to be saved for the house. So anything extra like that would have to be.
Mama?
So for water, we wanted to dig our well with a backhoe to save money if my husband did it, but he went as deep as he could, and we didn't hit water. So we ended up paying for it to get drilled, and they didn't have to go down very far actually, and they tapped into a spring. So we have a flowing well. The water is always coming up. It will never go dry, which is great. That means that I can turn on a tap and it just gushes out. It doesn't need power at all, which has been really awesome. In our house, we have normal taps, and the power will kick on to have the water run through the taps, just like in any other home. But we do have a tap. If something ever happened to our solar system, we always have that water where we can turn the tap on and it actually comes out. It actually comes out quite fast. Off-grid living is obviously something that we haven't been doing for a super long time. It's something that we're getting used to. And the biggest challenge is definitely me just having to pay attention to the amount of power that I am using, and actually pay attention to whether the sun is out or not. So thanks for being here, and make sure to ask us any other questions below or over on our Instagram page.